What's up? Okay, so I got a couple of stories for you. Okay, maybe not a couple, but when I made it into junior high, I was like, yeah. When I made it into junior high, I was freaking huge, man. I was a big dude. I'm still a big dude, and I remember one time I had to drain my main vein. I had to unleash the lizard. Well, it's a dragon now. Now it's a dragon. Now it's got fangs and horns and yeah. But I remember I walked up in the bathroom and there's these four dudes, man, just a little bit smaller than I am, a little bit smaller than I was, picking on like this little midget kid. I mean, the kid wasn't actually a midget, but he was small, man. He was a small dude, and so right away I broke that up. I was like, no, you're not gonna mess with this guy. So I kind of chased him out of the bathroom. That kid was in there crying. I was like, hey, it's cool. They ain't gonna mess with you no more. And I ended up making a pretty good friend. With this guy, and throughout junior high school, we were buddies. I hung out with a lot of outcasts. I hung out with a lot of people who got picked on, who got bullied, and while I was there, nobody messed with them. And when I went into high school, it was pretty much the same thing. I've always been big, a lot bigger than most people, and I guess I've been fortunate, to be as big as I am. But when I got out of high school, I don't know if I took that for granted or if I let it go to my head or what it was, because there was a couple of incidences in my life, like I for one, I like to ride my bike. Okay, I don't like to drive my car. I like to ride my bike. That's just me. So, anyways, I had a job interview this one morning, and so I got on my bike because it was within bike riding distance. I wouldn't be too sweaty. I'd be cool. So I get on my bike and I'm out and about riding around, and I hate it. I hate it. I freaking hate it when people in cars cut me off or people in cars pass me up just to slow down. It freaking bothers me to no end when they freaking want to get ahead of me and they get right in front of me and they want to slow down. What the heck is your problem? What are you slowing down for? Don't get in front of me. Move to the side. Get back in traffic. I'm in the gutter and you want to get in front of me. Anyways. So this one guy, he I don't know what the heck his problem is, but he tried to come into my lane while I was right there, and I saw him, and I reached out, papa, knocked on his glass, and he looked, and I turned, I tried to swerve, between the curb, and I was like already up against the gutter, so I had to get up a little bit next to the curb, and he saw me, and he kind of went out, and he passed me up, and he slowed down. I was like, what the heck is this guy's problem? And then he speeds up, right? So I'm just mad, I'm furious, I'm Mr. Big stuff, I just graduated from high school and I'm not going to let this, guy, treat me this way. So he speeds up right into a red light. There's a couple of cars ahead of him. He's stuck in traffic. So I'm like, yeah, I got this guy. I'm so going to nail this. So I freaking, pull up right next to him and I'm like, hey, buddy, what the is your problem? You and your mom, what are you doing? Didn't you see me? What is wrong with you? And I was giving him a hard time, right? Whatever. So the light turns green. He takes off, and I'm mad. So I go into my interview, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. I was still kind of fuming, but not really. And so the lady tells me that it's my turn. Mr. So-and-so wants to see me. So I walk in there, and it was homeboy. It was homeboy from the red light who, tried to freaking cut me off the road or whatever. So, early in life, that was lesson, number 1. Early in life, I'll share lesson number 2 with you. So, I had a job, and I was working, and I was talking with my boss, and I was telling him about, this girl I was banging, and how this girl had lopsided boobies, and how, I was banging this girl's sister behind her back. She had hair growing around her nipples. Yeah, long freaking story. But I was banging these 2 sisters, and it was beautiful. It really was. And by the 3rd time that I told him what was going on, in his mind, things start calculating, things start, connecting, from this dot to that dot, and then he was talking to somebody, and it turns out, and I had no clue, that I was banging his 2 daughters. But what was I gonna do? I mean, I didn't call them bad names. I didn't say anything. I just shared my experiences with him. I mean, I was talking to my boss, and my boss, he's always had like a dirty mouth, So I was like, if I can't talk, dirty to this guy, who can I talk dirty to? And yeah, see, the thing is a gentleman should never kiss and tell. A gentleman should never kiss and tell, and I learned that early in life, and really, honestly, the most important thing is to just always be nice, be polite, mind your manners, because at some point, somewhere, things might get mixed up, or things just might work out to your benefit, because things have worked out to my benefit, just being civil to people, and my whole message, my ultimate message here today is just be nice and love one another, and tip the ice cream man. Peace out. Thanks.